directly on their object. I think it's kind of funny because you got the mask tool, but I did realize that there's another alternative. So I'm going to go with a 4K just so you can see the difference. So there's our resolution. You can see that we've got a lot more pixels to deal with. And if we tab into edit mode, you see that it's still a pretty basic mesh. There's not much here. So if I was going to say work with this area and go to this, that's what you would end up having. So just to make a point with that, let's go ahead and drop some color there so we know what we're dealing with there. Okay, now I'm going to go back. I'm going to go to object mode and I'm going to make a copy of my mesh. We're going to create a new collection. And on that one, we're going to turn off the renderability, but we're going to leave it visible. And our Suzanne, we're going to turn off that one. So with this new object, we're going to go back to our modifier. And I'm going to turn up the subdivision, Control A to apply. So now we have this really definitely high density mesh. Okay, so now I want to work in this area here. Press my cursor there. I'm going to add a curve, a Bezier curve. And I'm going to delete the vertices. I'm going to go to the draw tool. I'm going to tell it to go to surface. And here I'm going to draw a shape. It's going to be a little bit more complicated than what we have there. And now I can go back to my selections. I'm going to actually go to select all of them, make them vector. This way I can get a little bit of a sharper edge. Okay, so now we've got this complicated shape. I'm going to convert mesh. We've converted it to mesh. I'm going to go slow. Now you can see the shape. And now we're going to use solidify. And because it's on the surface, I'm going to have to bump it via the normal. Just a little bit inside. Go back to normal. Now I'm going to select this. We're going to go to our trusty BoolTool. And if I've got this selected correctly, it should work. Yeah. So now we have this. I go to texture paint and fill tool. I'm going to change the color. Now I'm going to turn off that, turn down that, and you can see you've got a very specific shape. And that is usable. If you wanted it to be both sides, what you'll have to do is add a mirror modifier and share the world space. so that you can get the bool on both sides. Let me see if I can do that. So we got the tool already there. So we should be able to just do this. There you go. Now we can turn that off, turn that back on. You see, now you have very complicated shape. Now that shape is still there, and if you want to, you can move that shape up and redo it. Let's try that. A little artifact there from the way the curve is going through. But we've actually got the paint on the surface. So if we just do that, there we go. I'm going to try to set up something that will be a little bit more automated, a little bit easier. But this is probably about as close as you're going to get to an actual selecting pixels with a lasso, because you're dealing with buckets of pixels per face. Actually, I think they're actually per corner for, it's per the corner for the vertex paint, but for texture paint, I believe it's by the face. I could be wrong. It might be buckets based on triangles. So here to here, probably divided. Main thing is that it's possible, so it's something to think about. All right, have fun. I'll see if I can make this into an actual tool. ART equals FUN, ain't something.